Hello and welcome to the Monster Painter. 2 months ago, the good folks at Longer sent me a Longer LK5 Pro 3D printer to review, and that sent me down a crazy rabbit hole. And today, I'm going to show you what I discovered along that journey. So, the star of this show is the Longer LK5 Pro 3D printer, which I got for free in exchange for a couple of YouTube videos about the self-same printer. With that out of the way, I have taken to calling this LK5 Pro my terrain printing robot girlfriend, and she sure is sweet. The Longer LK5 Pro features a large build size, a whopping 11.8 inches by 11.8 inches by 15.7 inches. Wowie! And includes an upgraded dual blower kit. The all-metal integrated design with dual tie rod supports allows for stable, high-precision printing. It comes 90% pre-assembled, and a 4x3 inch full-color touchscreen monitor ensures ease of operation. The open source motherboard is equipped with 3 sets of TMC 2208 ultra silent chipsets for a quieter printing experience. The Resume Print and Filament Detection system ensures your prints will be completed despite any interruptions. The carborundum glass plate makes it easier to unload your prints when they're finished. And did you know the Longer 3D shop sells 3D printers, laser engravers, filament, resin, and accessories online? Most orders will be shipped out in 4 to 9 business days after being placed. And of course, the website supports secure payments via PayPal.
Well, I don't know what half of that meant, but it sure sounded good. Yeah.
So, about those features. I have to admit, I really love the big build size this printer has. I never have to give a passing thought to the size of the file that I'm going to print because this thing is more than ample to handle the biggest files. And some of the coolest files are really very big. I do really appreciate the carborundum glass printer bed that this Longer LK5 Pro comes with. The prints are pretty hard to get off the bed sometimes, and I cannot imagine how hard it would be without something engineered to make it easier. Oh my god, it would be a nightmare. The kit does come with a knife to help you pry the finished prints off the bed, but do not use it. That metal thing will only scratch up the glass bed. Put it in your toolkit, use it to fill holes in your drywall. A cheap plastic knife is much more suitable to the job. The Resume Print feature is great. As a noob, it's hard to estimate if there's enough PLA to finish up print, and this helps prevent wasted time and material. The Filament Detector is a mixed blessing, however. While it helps facilitate the very useful feature, it is a delicate part, and I managed to break it the first time I unloaded the filament. Fortunately, the wise folks at Longer anticipated this problem and included a spare with the kit. My lesson was learned, and I have been much more careful, and things have been running smoothly ever since. A really important feature of the Longer LK5 Pro is that it's pretty quiet. The coolest files take a long time to print, and I mean a long time to print. 24 to 36 hours is not uncommon, so this thing is going to have to run while you're sleeping. She does make some noise, and I can hear it from my bedroom, but it's less noise than the furnace or the clothes dryer, so it's not intrusive at all and does not disturb my sleep. So, is this thing worth it? Does it provide good value? Is it cheaper than just buying plastic kits? Is it any fun? Well, of course, you have to swallow that upfront cost. You gotta buy the robot. on the Longer 3D website. It's going for $300 US or $400 in colorful Canadian currency. Certainly cheaper than other Entertainment Workshop products, but still no small chunk of change. And then you gotta pay for shipping and duties. After that, once you got it in your hands and it's all built, you have to buy files for the models. They range from free, and there are a lot of quality free files out there, but it's life, and you have to pay for the coolest stuff. Honestly though, the files aren't very expensive by any measure. As for the printer filament, it's laughably cheap. Small things like barrels cost pennies to produce. Big fancy terrain costs dollars in the single digits. Basically, after the upfront cost of buying the printer, making stuff is really quite inexpensive. Now, after you've choked down that upfront cost, the prints are super cheap and you can really have fun. One of the first things I did with this Longer LK Pro is print up a bunch of dungeon furniture for a young coworker who is embarking on their first D&D campaign as Dungeon Master. She was thrilled, and it cost me next to nothing to do. I am also working on a big birthday project for my close friend Al. He's a fellow wargamer and loves naval history, so I'm putting together a ship for his birthday. The file was less than $20 Canadian from Printable Scenery, and the material, the filament, was also less than $20. It'll be a lot of work, but when it's done, it will be quite an impressive and inexpensive gift. He thinks I will forget his birthday, but instead I will frigate his birthday. As for my own purposes, well, I have been cranking out terrain for my favorite game, Frostgrave, and it has been a blast. I get home after a long day at work, and my robot girlfriend has made me a fun, ruined building, and I can relax and paint up a relatively simple model. I truly enjoy it, and it's been helping to fill up the old city of Fellstadt. Down the road, I can see myself trying out novel games, like Dracula's America. I don't have any weird West terrain for that game, but the Longer LK5 Pro can sort that barrier out toot sweet. Sure, I may end up burying myself alive in printed terrain, but it's a risk I am willing to take. Finally, there has also been one surprising benefit to this Longer LK5 Pro. It's kind of entertaining. On more than one occasion at the end of a long day, I have put on some tunes, cracked a beer, and chilled out while watching the printer whir away. It's surprisingly mellow and relaxing. Really, in conclusion, I have to say I really love my Longer LK5 Pro. It's great. My robot girlfriend has been a whole lot of fun since she arrived. I'm going to take a closer look at all this terrain I've been printing up. It's by Maker's Anvil. It is available on myminifactory.com, and it is awesome. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell. Ring the bell.
Watching Les the Monster Painter.